Nepo babies, a term referring to children who have had a quote-unquote leg up in their career, thanks to the success of their parents or other esteemed relatives. Now, the term Nepo baby has become quite popular in modern pop culture, and in this video, I'm going to be watching 3 movies by said Nepo babies, to see if being a product of nepotism guarantees success, or if it hinders the person trying to live up to almost impossible expectations. Starting off with Jackie Chan's son JC, and one movie he stars in, Kung Fu Panda, Secrets of the Furious 5. If you haven't seen it, Secrets of the Furious 5 is a short film detailing how the Furious 5 came to be. And although this film isn't feature-length, I thought it was quite interesting how JC plays a young monkey, considering his dad played Monkey in the franchise. Now, in terms of this movie, I really enjoyed getting some backstory on the Furious 5, even if it was very short. The film itself is nothing mental, but it doesn't try to be, and of course it was the beginning of
Monkey.
But in terms of JC, it works really well for him to voice a young monkey in a spin-off. And although unfortunately it doesn't seem like his acting career has gone to the heights of other Nepo babies, I can only imagine how difficult it is to follow suit of one of Hollywood's biggest stars. It's no secret JC has had his struggles in the past, but after just coming off the back of his directorial debut, I'm excited to see what he does next. Maybe if I was him, I'd try to do less projects with my dad to try stand up more on my own. But also it is thanks to his dad that he gets some of these opportunities, so it makes sense. Next up we have Jack Quaid, and one movie he stars in, Plus One. Now, if you don't know who Jack Quaid is, he's the son of stars Meg Ryan and Hawke, Dennis Quaid, and has actually had a really successful career, starring in hit shows like The Boys, as well as just coming off the back of the box office mega film Oppenheimer. But what is this Plus One about? Well, following in the shoes of his mum Sally Albright, Plus One is a romantic comedy, detailing 2 friends who both agree to be each other's guests in a series of upcoming weddings. But of course, being a rom-com, it doesn't always turn out how they expected. And similar to his other roles, one thing I enjoyed about this movie is how charismatic Jack Quaid is. In fact, both the leads in this film were really enjoyable and had great chemistry. Like the Kung Fu Panda short, this film is very cookie cutter, but honestly it was just really cute. I had fun, I laughed. What more do you need? You know, I think one thing Jack has going for him, he just seems to find really great projects. The ones I mentioned, sure, but he's also in Hunger Games, a couple of Scream movies, Logan Lucky, and even has a small role in Across the Spider-Verse. Where JC may have focused more on music, it seems Jack has gone all out with acting, and fair play to him. I mean, both are way more successful than me. But next up we have Maya Hawke, and one movie she stars in, Mainstream. Now, Maya Hawke, if you don't know, is the daughter of ex-Hollywood power couple Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. And in this movie, she plays a bartender who has dreams of making waves in the YouTube space. So, when she meets a charismatic stranger and helps him become an internet sensation, things begin to get interesting when it all goes out of control. I won't lie, I wasn't the biggest fan of this film. I can see why it would work for some. Andrew Garfield gives an absolute insane performance. In fact, it was almost hard to focus on anyone else, just because of the crazy nature of the role he was given to play. I don't know, it just felt like it was trying to say internet bad, with this weird satire that I didn't really connect to. I got what it was trying to do, but it just didn't work for me personally. One reason I chose this film in the first place was because it was directed by another Nepo baby, but I wasn't anticipating the Jake Paul jump scare in the middle. But back to Maya Hawke, I think it's really interesting how both her and Jack Quaid seem to get their big break from TV. To me it makes sense. You generally spend more time with a character on a TV show that helps with their audience recognition. And now they have that in their locker, they're moving on to bigger projects, and it's cool to see. You know, I think the thing with Nepo babies is people just wanting them to acknowledge their privilege. People got annoyed at Brooklyn Beckham for saying, "I'm a chef," and it makes sense. At the end of the day, we would all take advantage in their situation. Maybe some need to be a little more self-aware, but it has brought through some great names. Thanks for watching.